Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a foundation review video. This one, I always get asked to do like foundation review ones because I will put them on and then like I will wear it all day and then tell you guys how it works by the end of the day and see how it's sitting and everything. So people tend to like that because it's more like realistic review rather than just like, oh, it goes on really nice and that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Oh, I am so sorry. It is hot as fuck in here. Whew. Like sweating balls right now. I don't think this is up all the way. My lighting is funky. That's better. So this is the stuff that I got in the mail. This is the ColourPop Cosmetics new No Filter foundation. They also have the No Filter concealer and then the No Filter setting powder. And then I ended up getting a free foundation brush with that. I'm not usually a fan of these ones that are like paddle brushes. But I will use it for this video just because that is like what I got for free with it and just kind of want to see how it works. Then I also got this Up the Ante Face Duo. It's a highlighter and bronzer, I believe, in one. Yeah, that's what it is. So there we go. But yeah, I was really excited to see that they came out with a foundation. I am a really big fan of ColourPop. I have used a lot of their liquid lippies and products like that, and their shock shadows and then their highlighters are really nice as well. So I was excited to see that they came out with foundation. I do feel like the No Filter foundation is kind of a little bit of a knockoff of the Faux Filter foundation from Huda Beauty. So I was kind of like, yeah, like I get where you're going with it, but whatever. I am a little disappointed because I did not get the shade that I wanted. I wanted more in the medium range because I do self-tan and I also go tanning, so I'm a little bit darker than I usually am. I know my face isn't, but like my neck is. So I was a little disappointed. Oh, it just made that noise, but it kind of just freaked me out back there. I just heard something and I'm in the room alone, so yeah. So I got the shade Light 70. This was the closest one I could get to like the medium ones because I waited too long to place my order, and yeah, so when I got this one, I was like, this is gonna be the closest one. It's a pretty good shade. I think it'll be fine. It is more yellow based like I like, so it is a warmed shade. But yeah, the medium ones like of the yellow shades were sold out, so I was like, eh, that kind of sucks, but oh well. So here is the bottle that it came in. I really like this packaging. I like the pump on here. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit less messy than like the ones that you pour out. So I do like that it is a pump. I don't like when something you have to pour out, like my Maybelline Fit Me one you have to pour out. That gets a little messy sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and test that. Then we are going to test out the No Filter concealer as well. This one I got in a lighter shade so I can highlight with it. This is in the shade Light 10. I almost feel like I got those like way too far like apart, like this is gonna be way too light, but we'll see. And then for the setting powder, I got the No Filter setting powder in the shade Translucent. No Filter setting powder. I was excited about this brand because they have such low price points. Like the price points are so good with them. The price point for this was only like $9, I believe. And I think this was, ooh, I can't remember. I should probably look that up. I don't know where my phone is, but they were all like at a really low price point. I think maybe like $6 and then maybe like $8 or something. I don't know. It was all like less than $10 for each. So I was okay with that. I ended up only spending like $30-some for all of this. So I feel like that's a really good price point, and I got free shipping. So I'm not gonna prime my face. I do want to see how it sits on my face without primer, because my favorite drugstore foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me, sits on my face really well without primer. So I kind of want to just test that one out and see how it does. I will do half my face with the brush and then half my face with the sponge. Oh my gosh, so I have one eyelash still stuck on from when I did eyelash extensions, and I like picked them all off and like finally like got them all off except for one. So there's just literally one chilling there. This is kind of annoying. So I'll do this half of my face with the brush, and then I'll do this half with my sponge. Oh, okay. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, it was pumping okay. okay, it's because I had it tilted. I feel like the shade should be fine. Did I say I was gonna do this side? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that on. Yeah, I can totally work with this shade. This is fine. Maybe if I would have went any darker, it would have been too dark actually. I really shouldn't have put that on my hand that I use because now I'm using my left hand and I'm not a left-handed bitch. Okay, I really like putting it on with this brush, to be honest. I haven't used a brush like this since like I was like 17 and tried selling Mary Kay, and they tried to convince me like using this brush was like the best thing ever when they first like started using them. So I was obsessed with using a brush like this. And then when I found out like about flat top like buffing brushes, I was like never again. But I really like this little paddle brush. This is like painting my canvas. Wow, this is pretty, oh my god, I just poked myself in the eye. This is pretty full coverage, I'm not gonna lie. Just kind of create a nice little line there. It's not drying to my face really fast, so like the Tarte Shape Tape like dried to my face like a motherfucker. Like, you would not be able to put it on with a brush like this. I don't really see it leaving any brush strokes, which is good. Huh. Wow, this is actually really nice. It's very full coverage, but it doesn't feel thick. This is a really lightweight, like, full coverage foundation. It's covering my nose really well. All my redness is being covered. So far, I like it. It's sitting on my skin really nice. I really like the finish of this, too. It's like it's not even like a matte. It's like a satin, like, dewy. No, not dewy, just satin. It's like a satin finish. Really like this brush too, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like applying this with this brush. And normally I'm like totally a flat top, like flat top buffer type of gal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side. So far I really like it with applying it with this brush. We'll go ahead and put it on with my sponge. I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques Complexion Perfection, whatever the fuck kind of sponge. And I used 2 pumps, so I like it to be full coverage, so I did use 2 pumps on this side of my face. I should have just used 1 to see how far it goes, but the more the merrier for me. Oh my gosh, it has such a like a nice natural like full coverage finish. This is gorgeous. You guys, this finish is so freaking pretty. No, like this is sitting on my face so nice with both. Like you can literally apply it with either one and it'll be good. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more coverage using the brush on this side, but this gives me like, I'm using a damp blender and it's giving me a nice finish on this side as well. I think I'm gonna do this with the concealer as well. I'm gonna put the concealer on this side with the sponge and this side I'll blend it with a brush. It went on my face really well. I feel like I got a little bit more of a full coverage finish with the brush and then a little bit more of a natural finish with the sponge, but it still went on really nice. All right, now let's go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This side with the brush. And we'll just do a little bit over here and see where that gets us. Ooh, it's blending really well. That blended out like immediately. Like it wasn't choppy at all. Let's see. It's blending out really nicely with this brush, and I was not actually expecting it to. Okay, like I think I used a little more than I needed to because a little bit's going a long way here. I'll bring it up under my eye just to distribute it a little bit. Wow, a little bit goes a long way with this. This reminds me of the Shape Tape in a way because a little bit goes a long way. Ooh, I need to use a little bit of foundation up there because I got way too much concealer. Oh my god, I look pale as fuck. I need to warm my face back up a little bit with some bronzer. But I really like how this is sitting on my face. It's blending really nicely. Let's see how it blends on the other side with a sponge. Like I look a lot warmer in person than it does on camera. Okay, I'll use a little bit. Okay, I don't think I I used a lot less because it's still a lot. Okay, put that on there. It's blending out super good with the blending sponge. And used a little bit too much because now my face is just like ghostly white all over. Wow, this has such a nice finish, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is way too pale for me, though. Ooh, I look like a freaking ghost. Okay, so I've got those on. Oh, I'm so fucking hot in here, you guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bake with the ColourPop No Filter setting powder. So far I really like the finish. I think using the sponge or the brush, you're gonna have really good outcome either way, because I know a lot of people have certain preferences. I know some people like a brush more than others, but some people like the sponge more than others. I kind of like both, so but generally I wouldn't have used a paddle brush, and I really liked this paddle brush. So alright, I'll give a little bit of powder in here. We'll bake with it. Okay, apparently I'm not really baking, it's just like setting. It's not really like building up where it just sets on there, so I guess we'll just set it. Because it's not really like baking. Like I'm trying to get a lot on there and it's not building up, so we'll just set them like that. But it's giving me a freaking gorgeous, flawless finish. A little bit messy. I need to get some bronzer on my face, oh my god. Okay, the setting powder is like giving me life right now because it is literally giving me the smoothest finish, honestly. My biggest thing is to see, you know, how it does with like oil control. So far, as far as my first impression goes, I'm impressed. I really like it. It makes me look way more ghostly white, but I think it's like the black backdrop and stuff. I don't know, but it makes me look way more ghostly white than I am in person. I think it's a really good color in person. I will take like more pictures and stuff and post them on my Instagram so you guys can see once I have like a look on. I really want to put on some of this Up the Ante face duo and see how that kind of warms up my face. I like this shade. One of my favorite bronzers is from ColourPop and is the Afternoon Delight bronzer. Oh, it is one of my favorites. It kind of looks similar to that in my opinion. So let's go in. I'm going to use one of my Sonia Kashuk number 18 brushes. Okay. It's very, very similar to the Afternoon Delight bronzer, which is life, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take a bigger brush and just trying to bring some warmth back to my face a little bit. And I'm gonna try and contour my nose out a little bit with this bronzer. We'll see. Okay, I feel like it's a little too warm to contour my nose with, but we'll work with it. Oh, I can make it work. It looks fine. Just need to blend it a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to apply the highlighter with the Morphe M510 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to apply highlighter with. Get a dose of that. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is really nice. This is like a very it blends into the skin so well. It's not just like a solid, harsh, like, bam. It blends so well. A little dose of this glow kind of all over the place here. Oh, I really like this. This is totally worth whatever this was. I think it was like 10 bucks maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face real quick, and then I will come back to you guys and let you know like my thoughts on my first impressions, and then I will go about the rest of my day and then come back and tell you guys how my makeup looks, how it sat, how it you know, if it broke up or anything else. So yeah, be right back. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and finished up the rest of my face. So far my opinion of this is really good. I really like it so far. I like how it applied. I feel like it went on really nicely with either a brush or a sponge. Either one worked really well. I feel like even if you used a flat top like buffer, I feel like it would still work just as well. This is actually kind of a domed buffer, but you catch my drift. So yeah, I feel like it went on really well. I liked this as well. Like I really liked this like bronzer highlighter duo. It went so smoothly. I feel like everything is blended really nicely. The foundation is a lot more coverage than I thought because it is a very thin, watery foundation. It was very thin and very runny, but sorry, I had to smell it. It was still very full coverage, so that I am a fan of. So yeah, but it's very lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy. The setting powder, I feel like there's not that much in there, but, oh no, I guess there is. As far as the setting powder goes, I was kind of sad because it's so small. It's not like my Becca one or my Laura Mercier one, where it's huge and you can stick like your whole beauty blender in there and like saturate it. It is extremely like small compared to like this one, and then I don't know where my Laura Mercier one is. Oh, there it is. Or my like Born This Way, the Laura Mercier one, like in comparison, this is tiny. Trying to see, so 17 grams in this one. Trying to figure out like the grams and stuff. 29 grams in Laura Mercier. And this one only has 8.5 grams. So it is a lot less product, but it is also a lot cheaper. So I really wish I could get my beauty blender in there a little bit better, and I wish it would cover it more with product, but it did set really well. It just wasn't like a whole lot of product to bake with, I guess. It just didn't apply well to bake with, like, but it definitely set. So that looks really good. Very minimal creasing so far with my concealer. I think the concealer was so nice. Like I feel like that blended out so good. A little bit goes a long way, which I feel like this is a pretty big thing of concealer. There's quite a bit of product in there. So yeah, and I mean this is a decent amount of foundation as well for the price, only $9. That's like drugstore pricing. So yeah, so far I'm giving it a thumbs up, but we will obviously have to see after I get back like throughout the day. Oh my god, I don't know what time it is. Nicholas! Nicholas! Where the fuck is he? Nicholas! Just say your name like 3 times.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. What's going on?
I needed the time. My phone.
I have no idea. Why are you yelling at me?
Where's my phone? How did I find it?
I'm looking. Christ.
I'm in the bathroom.
Why are you yelling at me? It was not even out here.
Because I said your name 3 times and you didn't answer.
I didn't even hear you. God.
Wait.
Why?
Because my camera's filming and I have to finish my video. Out. So it's 12:26 right now. I'll show you guys the time. So when I come back to film, I will let you guys know what time it is and everything so you can see how long this has been on. I am not going to touch it up at all. I'm not going to use any powder. No nothing. Not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it sit and go out and do my stuff. I'm going to go out and get some Starbucks. Ooh. God, this pink is like fading out of my hair and I'm ready to totally go back to a natural color. Not going to lie. I'm going to go out about and do some stuff and I'll let you guys know what I think when I get back. So we'll see. Alright you guys, I am back. It is now 9:05 at night. Oh, you can't see that, all my apps are up there. But there you go. Literally, I have had this on for like a million fucking hours now. And, oh god, there's something in my hair. Oh my god, it has been such a freaking long day. I went and I did a bunch of shopping. I went out to eat with my boyfriend, and I went and picked up my stepdaughter from my mom's house. She stayed overnight there, and we were all sitting around outside, and I got a freaking like mosquito bite on my face. Those of you who don't know, I am actually very allergic to mosquitoes. I don't like, my throat doesn't like close shut and shit like that, but like I will swell up like a motherfucker. Like I've had them like swell up my entire arms. I've gotten them on my eyelids when I was little and they would swell up like huge motherfuckers. So there's that. But yeah, I did get one right there, and I mean it's still looking kind of good though with this foundation on. So, Anyway, even with all that, it's just now starting to like break up a little bit on my face. In the middle of the day though, it kind of got a tad bit dewy, but nothing like crazy. It didn't actually break up on my face at all. I was touching my face a lot today, and I have not touched up again with powder. I haven't put anything back on my face. It has been just how I left it earlier. My eyelashes, I'm just gonna take it off. My eyelashes coming off. It is the end of the motherfucking day. I don't even care. Like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm going out of town. I haven't even packed yet today. I just have like so much fucking going on. So it's been a really long day and my shit still looks fucking good. So I'm gonna give this foundation a thumbs up. I feel like if I would have touched up with a little bit of powder, like, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and just see how it looks. If I touch up with a little bit of that setting powder, why not? I'm about to wash it off right now anyway, but why not? Just, oh yeah. Gets rid of that sheen just like that and freshened it right up. Yeah, no shit, this is fucking good. If I would have just touched up with this powder a little bit in the middle of the day, I totally would have been fine. So, and even without, like, it made it a long freaking day. And I did a lot of stuff today. You can see where it's breaking up around my nose a little bit, and that's kind of like, I go like this a lot throughout the day, so that's not so bad. I kind of touched the bridge of my nose a little bit through here a couple times, so a little bit wore off there. Other than that, it still looks really fucking good. Like, you could totally wear this for a night out or just like all day for work, school or whatever. So yeah, and it was hot as fuck out today. I was sweating balls like in and out of like really humid fucking sunny weather. So I'm gonna have to give this stuff a thumbs up. Like, I really like it. I definitely think it's worth the money. I think it's worth trying. It's free shipping with a $30 order, and if you get like the whole like little set and like, you know, throw something like this in here or maybe like an eyeshadow or something, you'll get free shipping and get the whole like shebang for like $30. So I definitely think it's worth trying. It's a very comfortable foundation. It's very runny, but it's still full coverage. I feel like it could be like very like light coverage if you wanted it to be, if you just used a lot less and spread it around with Beauty Blender. But otherwise putting it on with this brush made it a bit more full coverage, and I really liked that. So it only worked for me. I think I'll actually use this as like an everyday like go-to foundation. My typical one is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I do like to use this one on a regular basis only because, you know, I don't usually like to use like my expensive, like my Huda Beauty and my Born This Way and my Urban Decay All Nighter and my Kat Von D. Like, that's just like all the ones that I have like sitting around here right now. I like using those for my videos and for like my, you know, when I'm doing makeup and stuff for Instagram, those are the ones I like to use. But when I'm just like going to work and out and about, I like to use like a cheap Maybelline one that's easy to replace, and you know, it's inexpensive and it works well for me and it's full coverage. But I honestly think I might actually start using this a little bit more. So I'll probably use this a bit more often because I really liked it. So shout out ColourPop. You did it right. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna go pack and get ready for my fucking vacation and enjoy my weekend and try to like chill out, float down the lazy river. And I'm gonna try and get some of this pink out of my hair with the chlorine. Last time I went to Six Flags, I had like, not Six Flags, Mount Olympus. Last time I went to Mount Olympus, I had like bright like fire engine red hair. And I mean like red. And last time I went there, it all came out. Like, I was blonde by the time I left, and that was permanent dye. This is semi-permanent, so I'm hoping a lot of this will come out so I can get back to like a more neutral, like beigey blonde color afterwards. So we'll see. I don't know what'll happen, but yeah, I'm gonna go wash off my face and pack my bags, and I will see you guys hopefully in my next video. Ta-ta! Oh my god, I'm so tired. I don't have any fucking lipstick on. Fucking eyelashes are off. Ugh, but that foundation still looks fucking good. Hey. Alright.